What's going on, guys? It's Low Floyd, and I hope you're all doing well. So I seen this new tactical FPS shooter from Big Fry's video, and shout out to him for putting this game on my radar, but this game is called 0 Hour. We're gonna take a look at their Steam page and take a look at what 0 Hour is, and I have the gameplay footage in the background, and we'll discuss what I think about that as well. 0 Hour is a tactical first-person multiplayer shooter made by Bangladeshi developers, M7 Productions, and is going to be launching on Steam in August of 2020. They aim to create a 5v5 tactical FPS game with online team-based gameplay that takes place in a variety of real-life scale, reimagined Bangladesh locations. So the premise of this game is that they want a very grounded 5v5 experience with both sides being tasked to take out the enemy team and complete objectives. The defenders need to protect the bomb from being defused and keep the hostage from being rescued and running away, while the attackers are to defuse the bomb or rescue the hostage captive. And I'm wondering how the scoring for this game is going to work out. Is it going to be like a 2-point round type thing? Like if the attackers get the hostage but fail to defuse the bomb, will both teams get a point because one of the objectives were completed? Like, I think it's kind of dumb to win the match while there's still a whole bomb to be defused, but I don't know. So 0 Hour is trying to bring a grounded 5v5 experience, focusing on close quarter combat and teams with each player having their own role. The attackers can use shields, weapons, and a planning table, while the terrorists can use traps and gadgets to fortify the area. Sounds like a familiar game! But what's really cool is they have a planning table, and at the start of each round, the attacking team can come up with strategies by drawing on a mini 3D version of the map. It can direct teammates where to spawn and or advance from. There's types of markers that you can place around the planning table to indicate danger and objectives. And during this phase, the defenders can place traps and gadgets to aid their defense strategy. So this is what changes the game up a little bit, the resource management. Both teams have resources that they need to manage for 3 rounds. The attacking team has 2 sets of 5 types of weapons, while the defenders have 5 sets of 5 types of gadgets. So this is going to be crucial in terms of saving your resources, picking up and using your enemy's weapons, and not giving an advantage to your enemies. So this kind of has me wondering, if your character dies on a map, will like your, I guess, loot essentially still be there to use and the opposite team can use it against you? Or is it just limiting like the amount of times you can use it? Nonetheless, it still sounds interesting though. The next feature that they have in the game is the hostage, and the hostage held captive has a mindset of their own. This indicates that it would be critical to keep an eye on the hostage and move it around wherever a player feels necessary. And I'm going to make the comparison to Rainbow, but I really love their initial reveal that showed you can move the hostage around to wherever it's best for the defender's advantage. This also gives a whole new dynamic to the game because the hostage could run away from you and run to the attackers to be rescued, or have the defenders run into line of fire and die. That's pretty sick. They're taking a realistic approach to the way doors act in the game. The doors help in encouraging slow and tactical gameplay, and it would cause both teams to hesitate before entering a room since it would be hard to know what's going on behind that door. And the last feature that they have on the Steam page is the breaker switch. Players will be able to hit the breaker switch to completely black out the whole operation that you're in. It's going to be completely hard to see your enemies without a flashlight. And yeah, as you can tell from the gameplay footage that's going on right now, it's pretty fucking dark. But honestly, I really love that style, you know what I mean? And this is kind of what I was hoping that Ready or Not was going to show off when they were showing off the PvP event. I wasn't really expecting like, oh, run to the objectives, oh, I can feel them. But this is kind of what I was expecting from Ready or Not's PvP, because this is more methodical, more slower pace, more tactical. Kind of, I mean, people are just clearing out rooms, you know what I mean? It's kind of similar to the co-op version, I guess. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But straying away from that, I have to say the game is looking pretty solid. Like, the models look pretty top notch, and I'm loving the atmosphere and the lighting in the game. And I love the fact that the UI is pretty much non-existent, and it makes you more focused and more immersed in the game. But I hope there's a way to check your mag and it tell you what's left in it. And I always tend to lean towards realism when it comes to lighting in games. Like, I love Tarkov's Nighttime, because if there's no light source, it's completely dark. It's dark as hell, which gives great use for, you know, the flashlights. And it also looks cool as hell and is probably super intense. And I don't know why, but I'm getting like hella World War III vibes with the animation. And now some people may say that the World War III animations were really bad, but I didn't mind them. Yeah, sure, they can feel a little clunky here and there, but overall I thought it was pretty solid. And I also love the amount of doors and the feeling of having to clear rooms, you know what I mean? But yo, we need some chem lights, all right? Make sure shit was clear. And I'll say I also don't mind the shooting animations or the recoil, but if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care for the weapons now.
He's down.
They just don't sound like really beefy or have like some oomph in it, you know? Like, I don't know, I just feel like it could sound better. And that, I don't know, is it just me? I don't know, what do you guys think about it? But overall, from what I'm seeing, this game is looking pretty promising. I really enjoy the fact that this game is going for more of the slower paced, methodical, tactical gameplay, rather than Rainbow's faster, kind of arcadey experience. I love that the hostages can run away, and I love how grounded the game looks. There's no one running around with like some insane types of gadgets. I'm pretty excited about this game, and I'm hoping it turns out well because I'm looking for another tactical FPS game to play, so this would be sick. But let me know what you guys think about 0 Hour, guys. Is this a game you consider trying out? Does it look good? Do you like the way the gameplay looks? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I really appreciate everyone coming out. If you do like the content, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for coming out. I'm Loaf Lord, and stay toasty out there.